Hi Internet, welcome to the superfast Touchdesigner tutorial series. In this tutorial, we're going to create these metallic ribs using a combination of some techniques. Before we begin, this tutorial is meant to be followed step by step. Simply follow along to achieve the result, and afterward, you can freely play with the parameters. Also, remember that at the end of the tutorial, I'll always show you a customizable component so you can spend more time exploring and designing rather than getting tangled up in programming. Alright, let's get started. Part 1. Liquid metal. For a moment, forget about the parameters. Let's go straight to creating the entire network. Create two noise operators. In the second noise, create an edge followed by a blur. Create a composite and connect the second noise to the composite. Great. Now let's go to the first noise we created. Add another composite and connect the previously created composite to this new composite. Create a displace and connect the output of the composite to both inputs of the displace. Create another composite and connect the last two operators to it. Now let's create the next chain. Create another displace, and as before, connect the two outputs of the composite. Add a blur followed by a level. And lastly, add a mirror. At the end of the network, put an out top and shift it to the right to create more operators between the out and the network we've created. Go to the container of the entire project and create an out top. Activate it to visualize it. We will always see the result in the right panel. To do this, choose the top view option. Select all operators except the out. Select common and use the parent panel size option. This ensures you don't get messed up with the resolutions of each operator. If you wish to change the resolution of all, just go to the container and set the resolution you desire. Great. Now let's modify the parameters of all operators. Select the three composites operators and choose difference. Perfect. Now we have this wonderful texture. And our starting point for the next part. Let's start from left to right, changing the parameters of each operator. Select the first noise and type select. Simplex 4D. Now copy the following parameters. Go to transform and in the scale of all coordinates, reduce it to 0.01. Turn monochrome off. Go to the next noise, like the previous one. Select Perlin 4D and copy the following parameters. In transform, let's create an animation with the following command. abstime.seconds divided by 15. So far, so good. Select edge and copy these parameters. Select the blur operator and set the filter size to 30. Make sure it looks as it does on the screen. Select displace and copy these parameters. Select the second displace and copy these parameters. Adjust the filter size of the second blur to 19. We're nearly done with this first part. Head to Level and in the Common tab, choose Pixel Format, 32-bit mono to achieve black and white. Select Mirror and set it to 270 degrees. Let's continue. Select this level and copy the following parameters. I almost forgot something important. We need to change the scale of the second noise. Use 0.5 for all three parameters. Now if you want, play around a bit with the first noise, adjusting the translate and scale. So far we have the first part done. Select all operators, right-click outside any operator, and select Collapse Selected to create a component for easier access. Part 2, Feedback. Alright, let's create a feedback network. Add a level top, followed by a blur top. From the output of level 1, connect a feedback loop. Connect a transform top, followed by another level top, and finally, a blur top. Next, connect a composite top from the first blur, and also connect the second blur to the same composite. Choose the blend mode, maximum. Now, let's move on to the parameters. For the first level we created, copy the following parameters. Set the filter size of the blur to 42. In this network, the transform plays the most crucial role. Afterward, you can experiment as much as you want. For now, copy the following parameters. The second level allows us to manage the dry wet of the feedback. Here, subtly try numbers close to 1. Set the filter size of the last blur to 42 as well. Finally, drag the composite over the feedback. Create a displacement by subtly altering the transform on the y-axis. In this part, you can try various values and play with the degree of displacement created by the feedback. Before moving on to the third part, I'll once again create an out top at the end of my network to clearly see the composition in the right panel. Part 3, post-process. Create a composite and let's blend two signals, the manipulated signal with feedback and the original signal. Select Over. Next, create a level followed by a Displace. Connect it as we've been doing in the tutorial. From the Displace, we'll create another Displace, then create a null. Connect both operators to a composite. Create a new level, followed by another composite. Create a constant top and connect it to the new composite top. We'll use this to add a subtle tone to the composition. Don't forget to select parent size for all the new tops you create. Now, let's start copying these parameters into level 3. Move to the displaces and use the following parameters. Proceed to the second displace and copy these parameters. In Composite 3, we're going to use the blending mode Subtractive. Let's make some small tweaks in level 4. Now, for the last composite, we'll blend a subtle tone, so we'll use a very common blending mode, Add. Now, select a color. Can you believe how mesmerizing this looks? In the next tutorial, I'll make it audio reactive, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Now you have all the freedom to explore from this composition. However, I'd like to simplify things a bit for you. I created two customizable components. One allows you to manipulate all parameters within a single control panel. This component corresponds to the first part we saw in the tutorial called Liquid Metal. The second component can be found in the Touchdesigner palette under the Image Filters section. However, the one I created to achieve this result is slightly different. So if you want to achieve an identical result, I recommend using the same component. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial so far and managed to follow each step. See you in the next video. Stay weird. Create two noise operators. In the second noise, create an edge followed by a blur. Create a composite